Hey, so welcome back to the Wildcat build. Going to put on something today that I actually bought last year. I just ran out of time to put it on. It's the extended fender flares, and that stops so much mud getting into the cab and stuff. So it should be a pretty easy install. So yeah, have a look at it. These ones come from MUDBUSTER. You can look them up on MUDBUSTER.com. The kind of ones I decided on that kind of best price and what I like style wise and functionality. So let's get into it and start putting them on. I think they're not too hard, but we'll find out. So this is what comes in the box. Pretty basic. Got our instructions, hardware. They're the two front ones, I think, or the front ones were left and right. Rear, I just have to see where these two go. Don't know if they're rear or front, but we'll find out. So yeah, pretty basic in the package. Nothing too out of the ordinary. So I think I'll start on the back ones. We'll see how those go. Okay, that's the first one. Not too hard. Again, more just tricky with the some of the bolts, but not overly complicated. Adds quite a lot of more area to it. Can have a look down this way. It's quite good as well. It kind of fills the body up. Kind of like it. Yeah, she adds some more surface area. Okay, I'll finish off this one. I think I got a couple more just to secure under here, and I think actually there's just a strap around that goes around here. Pipe clamp. One of these guys. I think that's it for the back. So. Carry on, we'll finish that and jump to the other side and then to the front. Okay, before I start this other side, the rear fender, so you put the 4 bolts in, you just have to pop these rubber stops out just so you can put the bolts through. So that's one thing there. Doesn't really explain that. The instructions are kind of a little bit vague. I found that down the front on the rear one, when you do it, the two front, yeah, I'll show you if you can see it or not. A bit dark. The top one here, there's the lower one that is a what is that? That's the 1 1/4, but then you have to use the 1 1/2, I think it is, for the top. Doesn't really explain that. So it's two different lengths. So you've got the 1 1/4 down the bottom here, and I think it's the 1 1/2 to the top here. Otherwise, you're not going to get through. And that, and they do explain that to take the whole thing off, so it is easier to take the whole fender off and put it on. I was trying to do it the other way without taking it off, being lazy. It did not work. So just show you the angle on that. So you have two holes kind of there and there, and then these are almost flush. So it's kind of a prick in there. I just had to I just honed the holes out a little bit bigger so the bolts go in sort of up and down. But yeah, it is kind of problematic. Another one's to the front that uses the 1 1/4, 1 1/4 and 1 1/2 there. Just one other thing I found is the bolt to the very back of the rear fender there just reaches. It is the right one. It's a 3/4, just reaches, but just something to watch out for in case you're a little confused. Yeah, okay, we'll get this one on. That's kind of just to show you the angle those things go on. They go quite steep. Definitely easier to take the panels off, but they are hard to get in. And this other thing, just don't over tighten it, otherwise you'll suck it in way too far since it's on such a steep angle. Cool, okay. So with these clips, I'm actually putting them more in here, like this other one I did over here. That way the actual bolt and everything's secured behind so you can actually see it. Just a little tricky to get in there. I actually re-drilled the whole to what they had. And that actually holds the flare back in with the angle, so it just makes it look better. Keeps everything nice and tight rather than yeah, it's not too hard to actually do. It just saves it less conspicuous, hides that tab under there. Cinch her up and you're done. And then we're onto the front. Hopefully there's a few less problems, but I doubt it. So, let's go see. better. No, it goes well, together well. A little bit working out where everything goes, so the instructions are a little bit, need a little refining, but you can work it out. Or you can watch this. No, it extends it out. At the smallest is about 1.5, and then it goes out quite a bit. Then extends out the front here for about 5 or 6 inches. Catch anything coming up. Just stop a lot more coming into the cab there. Give you a rundown from the back. And they look nice. They could fit a little bit better, but I'm not too worried. I think you could probably hone out the holes and the extensions there and just sort of bring that up a little bit. Get that looking better. You will still, I noticed, down here you still, let's try and get that straight. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty much open still. I mean, the piece they give you protects the your oil cooler there, but it still come in behind here, but it should be able to exit out the back, but it still protects. This other plate they give you does protect quite a bit, which is what I wanted. I actually thought this would have been covered in, but maybe they should just make a modification, then give you another little piece to just stick on the outside here. Self-tapping screws. Put a piece in there. Maybe I'll do that later myself. And that, but no, another good modification. Let's just bring that down. Get the last one done. We're done for the day. So that's it done. I think from start to finish probably took me 2 hours, which I think is kind of long for the install, but a lot of it was just widening nuts and bolts, the flexing of the Fender extensions, just made it really hard to get in. You do end up with a lot of extras. I think it's just one kit, accessory kit that they give you for a bunch of different styles. So whatever, extra washers are good, extra bolts are good. And that, yeah, I'd recommend them. Again, I've seen different styles. Some have them closer over the wheels and so on, but I think this gives us a little slightly wider body look and practical as well. Very, I was after a set of Fender's extensions that covered the rad in here and a lot of the other electrics in here. I didn't want dirt and other things flying up in there. So that takes that. Actually, I might put a rubber flap just in here myself, just like a rubber tire or something. Just cut it and just hand that down just so it deflects any of the crap, just sort of getting in there too much. But even if you don't, it'll go in, and there's a gap at the back here that it can come out, especially if you're pressure washing at the end of the day. So, no, another good accessory. If you want to see it, MUDBUSTERS.com. Yeah, highly recommended. That's it for this one. Catch you on the flip side.